Hey, what's going on everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have like 15, 20-ish secret things that we have discovered with the most recent update. There is some mind-blowing stuff in here, stuff that was not in the patch notes, and I'm just here to put you guys on. Now I'm going to make a deal with you guys. If there's just one single thing in this video that you didn't know, you have to subscribe, okay? That's the rules. I don't make the rules, but I would appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 65,000 subscribers. I have another massive fun thing planned at 70,000 subscribers. As you guys know, once we hit 60k, I ended up giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 console, and I also streamed every single day in the month of May. That was my way of giving back to the community, and at 70k, I have another amazing thing as well. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. All right, so one of the first things I want to share with you guys is something that's just so exciting to me. If you go over to your collections tab, go to companions. If you're over here in Storybook Vale, you're actually going to see two brand new companions are actually going to be coming to the game. Now, I don't think these are premium shop. I think these are actually going to be when the next update drops on July 9th. So Storybook Vale Part 2. We have the teal baby dragon, and we also have a black Pegasus coming, which is really exciting because they did mention we were getting new variations of the snippets. So I have a feeling they're going to be tied to that. It looks like the black Pegasus is going to have a hangout bonus by collecting more snippets, and the teal baby dragon is going to go and pick up ore for you. Now, the second thing I wanted to show you is if you also go back into your collections, go to characters, scroll down until we get to Anna, you're going to see that she has an upcoming outfit, like an upcoming dream style. And this looks like her coronation outfit. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Maybe it's in the premium shop, or it could be tied to an event as well. But what I love about this outfit is it's like green, it's like emerald, and it's definitely a different vibe than the first two outfits that she have. I actually love Anna's like overall aesthetic, and I love her first two outfits. But this one is giving stronger like Disney princess vibes. And I think with, you know, Cinderella coming to the game this year, we're also getting Princess Aurora. I think that push for like more princess vibes and dresses is going to look really good in the valley. Like definitely going to change up the aesthetic for sure. Now, change number 3 is an interesting one. So if you go over here to Olaf's Cave in the Frosted Heights, it looks like it got an overhaul. Look at the galaxy, look at the stars. I just recently did these quests on a new account, and I do not remember it looking this beautiful with constellations in here. And it just looks, I mean, it looks mystical. It really does. And it's so clean, it's clear. And just looking at this is like, I love coming in here. Look at that. We got Peter Pan. We have a Peter Pan constellation up here. I'm actually not sure if you can see a Peter Pan constellation outside. I'm sure that you probably can if you can see it in here. What is that? We got Tiana's crown. We have Aladdin over here. We got Mulan. I mean, this just looks so cool, especially hanging off the edge here at the bridge. So I'm curious if you guys ended up catching that or not. Now, secret number 4, you can actually have companions in houses now. You can do companion poses. If you wanted to go and do a dream snap, you definitely have the option. So this is just in a regular premium shop house. Your companions will actually come with you inside of villager houses as well. And you could also bring them inside of Scrooge's shop, Chez Remy, all the restaurants, all the places. And yes, you can even bring them inside of a realm. So if you wanted to take some pictures inside of the Moana realm with Hey Hey, you now are able to do that. Now, the next thing was actually in the patch notes, but I saw that there were so many people confused on it. And it was the part where they mentioned about having different premium shop houses in different valleys. So I'm going to explain that to you real quick. So for instance, I'm in Dreamlight Valley right now. If I have a house down like a premium shop house, we're going to use the Winter Palace, right? If I place the Winter Palace down right here in Dreamlight Valley, and then I go to say Eternity Isle, I can now actually go and place that same house down without it removing the current house I have in Dreamlight Valley. So I can then go back to house, I can scroll down, I can go to Winter Palace, I can drop it down here. I can also go to Storybook Vale, go to the bind, and I can drop a Winter Palace. Now before, once you had a actual premium shop house down on a certain map and you wanted to place it on another one, it would fully remove that house from the other islands. So now you can have your own little like premium shop houses on every single island. So I can also place one down over here. And I can also place one of those houses over here on a floating island. The only thing about the floating island is, as long as one of those houses is on a floating island, I cannot put this house on at the other like 6 or 7 floating islands. So that's the only difference. But now you see I have one here on the floating island. If I just fast travel back to my plaza, the winter castle is still there. So this is actually a really great change, because before it used to disrupt your builds, which was no good. And now you just have multiple of the same house. So I actually have in my valley, I have like 5 of these houses placed down. Well, not really. I have 4 of them. One on the floating island, Dreamlight Valley, Rift in Time, and one over in Storybook Vale. All right, another interesting thing is if you go over here to your Dreamlight section and then you go down to like friendship, you actually have new Dreamlight challenges that we did not have before. So we have some for like befriending companions. If I click on this, the next one is to befriend 10 companions. It's going to give me some Dreamlight. 40 companions, and then we maxed that one out. So let's go back over here, reach friendship level 2 with 1 companion, and then the same with 3 companions, and then 4, and then 5. So we actually have, you know, a little extra Dreamlight here. And it also works over in Storybook Vale. There's actually some challenges for that too. They gave us some for that as well. So over here in the Rift of Time, befriend companions from Eternity Isle. So I'm going to end up getting some myths by completing these challenges. Now the next thing is actually really cool. If you go over here to your collections, and we're over in Dreamlight Valley, we go down to crafting and we scroll down, you notice that there's actually a few new things that are part of the upcoming camping event, like the little the bonfire event. So you have to go and get some s'mores, you have to get some roasted marshmallows. We have this thing here called the Sizzling Barbecue Cooking Station. So it's going to be a new cooking station. It's going to require 20 s'mores, 10 coal, and 20 iron ore. Now I actually have this stuff. I still have some s'mores left over, but it won't let me craft that. I'm assuming I'm going to have to wait until the event actually starts. And then we also have a brand new summer crafting station that's also coming during that event. And it is 20, 20, and 20 on resources. You can see down below. You're going to have to make some more s'mores. Now, the next thing I want to share with you is one of my most favorite things. If you go over here to your collections again, go to companions. We now have a bunch of companions here, right? So we got these ones over in Dreamlight Valley. Click on companions. We have these notable companions. These companions here are ones that you cannot change their name, and I have every companion in the game, so these are currently the only notable ones. Now, as you know, down here you end up getting, like, as you level up, you know, the sunbirds, the squirrels, you know, the crocodiles, things like that. You end up getting like a level 5 chest reward. Those are like all the same, except for the notable companions. They actually have their own exclusive item at level 5. So Max ends up getting this bed right here. R2-D2 will end up getting a backpack, which I can show you in just a second. And hey, looks like a banner of some sort. I'm actually going to go level him up right now. And we're going to see. I am going to do a full video on this later, just showing you all of the different like unique rewards you can get. But I at least want to let you guys know about it real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and level him up. He's at level 4. This should get him to level 5 in just a second. There we go. And now I unlock this thing, which I'm hoping is some sort. It's a coconut garland gate. And you can get more of these as well. I mean, look how beautiful that is. You're putting that in with a Mulan build or the new Tiki house. I also have the new backpack. So let me go to that real quick. This is the R2-D2 backpack. And it's right here. If I put it on, look how cool it looks. It's definitely a large backpack, but for some reason, it just works really well. I was hoping it would like light up, but it doesn't. So we got some more exclusive rewards with these companions. And the next thing is the camera feature. So just really quickly, we have a few new features. You have a bunch of different toggles here. You know, you can add some lighting to your character. You can actually rotate your camera if you want. But they have this new button here, and a lot of people were confused on what that was. It is actually a randomized filter, and I'm gonna be honest, I think it's terrible. I like the idea behind it. I see the vision from Gameloft, but all it does is randomize all of these different toggles and filters, and it doesn't really put it in a good way. But we ended up seeing this in a trailer, and a lot of people were kind of confused as to what this is, and that's all it is. It's a randomized filter to create like a random custom filter, if that makes sense. But again, it puts them in such a combination that it never looks good, and half the time you can't even see your character. So we have that. We also have a lot of other changes with the camera, but the most important one is the fact that you can also go over here. You can sit down with Jasmine if you want. You're going to automatically pull out your phone, and then you just right click if you're on mouse and keyboard, and you can actually take pictures. You can actually take a dream snap while sitting down now. You can click the other toggle up here to kind of go into like a third person view like this. You could take a dream snap like that. You could zoom out if you want and get a bunch of villagers sitting down. You unfortunately cannot use any like poses or like anything at all other than changing, you know, the light and the focus. You can also change the weather still. You know, you can make it nighttime and all that same stuff. But so far, no poses. Your character's just sitting there. But you know what? It's a nice first step. And the next thing, go to your collections tab again. Go to the Dreamlight tab again. Go down to village, and there is one new task. Now we know there is a new treasure trove event that's going to be coming up. This one is called Expert Treasure Hunter, and it's only one thing, which is kind of weird. So I feel like maybe that next new event is going to be pretty small. At least it's something different. Looks like it's just going to be one reward based on this actual challenge here. But it's actually nice to see that there's at least something that we're going to get from that event. And then if you are on like Xbox and you're on Nintendo Switch, I have heard that there's actually stars on those platforms now in the night sky. So if you haven't checked out nighttime, check on your platform. You may end up having stars back into your game. I know it was not very fun to have just a big open sky with nothing going on in there. I'm really happy that they went in there and fixed that. Maybe they fixed it when they were, you know, fixing up Olaf's cave. And then one of the most important new features is the fact that you can actually do diagonal paths. I'm going to go ahead and include this one because some people may not know how to do it. You actually have to click on something else. So like when you click on your path, you actually hit this little toggle right here, and then it switches it to a different mode. And this is going to allow you to go diagonal, and you can actually create some pretty unique shapes with it, kind of like this. And then you could go and, you know, put some flowers. You can put a tree in there. You can decorate it. You can curve your paths. It's also another one of those things that it's not perfect right now, but it is a nice start, you know, and I think it's something they're going to expand on in the future. Up next, if you actually go up to a cooking station, and then you're just scrolling through your recipes here, it now shows on here if you don't have an item. So we got like this item right here. We don't have any of the protein. Best fish forever. I don't have any. I think that's cumin. So it actually shows me like which specific ingredient I'm missing out of this recipe. And then we're going to talk about companions again. So if you go over here, go to your wardrobe, click on companions, and then say you're going to swap your companion. Say we have Hey, you know. There's actually a setting button at the top right, and this will allow you to change the setting for that specific companion that you have with you. So for example, right now he is set to collect everything. He is set to carried items if you want this, or you can make it where he doesn't pick up anything at all. And you can figure out what each companion wants by going over here to the menu. And then if you just hover over it, like Figaro here, your companion can pick up fish when you hang out. Hey will help you find extra stone when you hang out. Flowers for the magic carpet. And then we have like the sunbirds will help you get flowers. Crocodiles will help you get extra fish. We have Max here that's going to collect some sticks for us. So if I go over here, I think I have some sticks. He will automatically pick those up for me. And I can use that toggle. So you know how it's showing that he's going to pick up all of these. You can see the paw prints. And when he comes over here, he's going to pick them up. I can actually turn that off. So he's going to start collecting right now. And then I can also go into my actual settings in my game, go down to gameplay, In companion pickup, I can click no collecting, and then it turns it off. So this is just something if you wanted him to leave like all the stuff alone, you don't have to worry about that. I, of course, absolutely love this feature, so I'm going to put collect everything so he can go and pick up all this stuff for me. You can also go over here to your collections again. You can go to companions, and then these ones that don't have a notable name, like these other companions, there's 101 regular ones. You can actually name these if you want to. To rename them, you have to go over here, go to wardrobe, go to the companions, and then you just hover over it, and you see the button at the bottom left, whatever that's going to be for you. For me, I'm on mouse and keyboard. On PC, it's going to be in. So I would hit, let's do like the scary squirrel. I would click on this, and then I could just, let's just call it scary, right? Instead of scary squirrel. I hit OK, and now his name is Scary. If I go over here, press that again, maybe I wanted to call him Suro. I can do that. So now that squirrel's name is Suro. And then if I want to go here and put it back to what it was, I just hit the X, hit OK, and now it's back to its default name. And guys, honestly, there is just so much that I probably missed some of this stuff or forgot about. It's hard to keep track of all these things. So if you guys have figured out something that you think I missed and that's going to help the community, let us know in the comment section below. We'll do a part 2 if there is enough new things that are found. But yeah, this update had a lot of changes. Last update really didn't have that many different things, but this one, they really went in there and made a lot of quality of life improvements, lots of changes. And I hope this video helped you out a lot. If it did, be sure to help me out, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.